Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Auto workers and automakers anxiously awaiting an update from the UAW president as the strike against Detroit's 3 enters a 4th week. That is the top story of our newscast this noon. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Rhonda Walker.
And I'm Nick Monticelli. So let's start with that 2 p.m. today. UAW President Shawn Fain will be updating members on the strike and the contract talks on social media. We expect at the very least to hear reaction to recent counteroffers from both Ford and General Motors. It is unclear if more strike targets will be announced, but again, we will find out about that today at 2 p.m.
And you can watch Shawn Fain's update live to the UAW membership on Local 4 Plus and clickondetroit.com. Or Christy McDonald will be anchoring our extended coverage that gets underway at 2 p.m. Also new at noon, a Detroit man charged in connection with the shooting of his son appeared before a judge just moments ago.
Earlier this week, the 8-year-old boy was found inside of his home suffering from a gunshot wound after finding the gun unsecured in their home. Priya Mann is following the developments out of court this afternoon. Good afternoon, Priya.
Good afternoon, Nick and Rhonda. Yeah, this father was arraigned here at 36th District Court just moments ago. The judge set his bond at $100,000 cash. Detroit police say this is another case where an adult left a weapon unsecured and a child found it and injured themselves. Take a look at what happened just moments ago. 27-year-old Kayvon Barrett has been charged with 4 counts of second-degree child abuse after his 8-year-old was shot and critically injured. On Tuesday around 11 in the morning, Detroit police officers were called to a home on Snowden Street for a shooting. When they got there, officers located the child in the living room. He had been shot in the head. Prosecutors say the child found an unsecured gun in the home and fired it, striking himself in the head. This is not the father's first run-in with police. And when discussing bond, the judge had several concerns about Barrett's history. Take a listen.
I've got a February of 2018 sustained for physical neglect, physical abuse, and improper supervision against this defendant and 3 other adults. I've got a March of 2018, just a month later, physical neglect sustained against this defendant. In between those 2 things, we've got a 2017 that alleged improper supervision against both parents. So the argument that this is something that purely results from neglect doesn't really make me real comfortable that he's not a danger to the children.
And again, the judge there setting the bond at $100,000 cash. Police say at the time of the shooting, there were 4 adults in the home and 4 children under the age of 8. If Barrett is able to post bond, he will have to wear a GPS tether, and he's not allowed to live with any minors. Of course, we'll continue to follow the story as it develops. Reporting live from 36th District Court, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Okay, Priya, thank you for that update. We are learning about a carjacking that happened overnight on I-75 of all places. Michigan State Police were called around 1:20 this morning on the freeway near Clay in the city of Detroit. The victim told police his 2022 Ram pickup was rear-ended. When he pulled over, he was approached by 3 armed men who took his truck. The victim wasn't hurt. MSP troopers were able to locate and recover that stolen truck after pursuit, but they're still looking for the suspects.
A person of interest in a deadly shooting in Grosse Pointe Woods. Police were called to a home on Bryce Drive just before 1 o'clock this morning and found a 19-year-old man had been shot to death. He, I should say, was shot. He later died at the hospital from his injuries. We are working to get more information about the person arrested, and we'll have updates for you both here on the air and on clickondetroit.com. There are good signs coming in the form of the U.S. economy as it has added 336 jobs in September.
So that was actually nearly double what was expected, according to data released today by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Economists were predicting 170,000 jobs to be added last month. September's numbers are the largest monthly employment gain since January and are significantly higher than the 227,000 jobs added in August. September's large gain was helped in part by the leisure and hospitality industry that alone added 96,000 jobs. House Republicans returned to work today as candidates for the chamber's speaker look to secure their votes while the GOP focuses on finding a new House leader.
Yes, and we do want to get out to Washington. Bree Jackson standing by with reports. The administration is also facing pushback from its latest action on immigration.
The Biden administration is now waiving a slew of environmental laws to build a nearly 20-mile stretch of new border wall at the southern border. As migrants continue to pour across the southern border, in an unexpected move, the Biden administration announced it's waiving 26 federal laws in order to build more border wall in South Texas. The president insists his administration is required by law to spend money Congress allocated during the Trump administration.
I tried to get them to reappropriate, to redirect that money. They didn't, they wouldn't. And in the meantime, there's nothing under the law other than they have to use the money for what it was appropriated.
Some Democrats blasted the decision after the president repeatedly slammed the wall during his 2020 campaign.
It looks like this is a promise broken. There's no easy way to describe this other than a flip-flop from President Biden.
Administration officials are playing defense.
There is no new administration policy with respect to the border wall. Allow me to repeat that. There is no new administration policy with respect to the border wall.
This comes the same day the White House released this memo touting its efforts to help Americans amid chaos on Capitol Hill, pointing to Republican infighting and Tuesday's historic ousting of former Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Jim Jordan, who's running for the speakership, says the party needs a leader who can bring them together.
If we can't come together as a team, how are we going to get done for the American people what they sent us here to do?
In an effort to unite the GOP, former President Trump says he's been asked to speak with Republicans on Capitol Hill next week. And a Republican lawmaker says that former President Trump is considering a visit to Capitol Hill ahead of the vote for House Speaker next week. If he does come, it would be his first appearance at the U.S. Capitol since the January 6th riot over 2 years ago. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
All right, Bree, thank you. Imprisoned activist Narges Mohammadi, who has campaigned for women's rights, democracy, and against the death penalty in Iran for years, won the Nobel Peace Prize today. Mohammadi has done her work despite facing numerous arrests and spending years behind bars for her activism. Nobel Peace Prize officials say Mohammadi has been imprisoned 13 times and convicted 5 times. She is the 19th woman to win the Nobel Peace Prize and the second Iranian woman after human rights activist Shirin Ebadi won in 2003.
All right, looking outside, do you remember a couple of days ago when Ashley said, enjoy the temperatures because it's going to plummet?
Yep, I did.
Thanks for that, Ashley Barresi, because
it was Wednesday, it was in the 80s, it was glorious, and we just wish we could have it back.
Right?
Although, if you step outside right now, it is not bad. I mean, 60s and sunshine, first week of October. Next, I know, but he's like, oh, yeah. Hey, it's better than what we were dealing with yesterday evening when the rain was coming down in buckets. So here's a live look, Mount Clemens, where we do have some of that sunshine right now. Detroit sitting at 65, Howell at 61, Port Huron 64. Good afternoon to you in Monroe, 66 degrees. These temperatures will be just a few degrees warmer this afternoon, but you will notice that the winds have started to pick up since you joined us this morning. And so now we're looking at some of those winds being upward of about 10 miles per hour. We have clear skies in Ann Arbor, Monroe, City Airport, and then a few clouds that are starting to mix in. But the rain clouds stay away until later on this evening. And so as we zoom out, you can see how we have some rain showers that are just west of the Chicagoland area. So it's going to take some time for that rain to move into our area as we have some of the thicker cloud cover just now ahead of it starting to cross Lake Michigan. And so later on this afternoon, a few more clouds mixing in. It's seasonal with sunshine for now, but the rain will return after sunset. Winds will be sustained maybe 10 to 15 miles per hour, and then they start to gust around 20 miles per hour tonight. Weather story, rain does return tonight, lingers into the first part of tomorrow, but temperatures take a tumble, at least the wind chills too. It's going to feel like the 30s and 40s this weekend. We'll give you an hour-by-hour look in just a moment.